Welcome back, everybody, to Tabletop Tactics. You join me, Chaos Lord Beard, and my good friends over here to my left and to my right, and out of view, we have Katie Fode over there on the ones and twos. Welcome to the Tabletop Tactics Warhammer Show Live. We're going to be doing this every single week, every Wednesday at 5 p.m. British summertime, until it's not British summertime anymore. It then changes to Greenwich Mean Time. Yeah. And everyone not in the UK is like, what is he talking about? Basically, it's for the farmers and our weird timings. Yeah. I learned the other day there is a country, I want to say it's in Nepal. I think Nepal have a half past the hour time zone.
Whoa.
My neighbours just moved to Nepal for a year. And be like, yeah, it's like 4:30, and it was like 11 o'clock. And I called them witches, and I burnt the phone.
Nice.
Totally valid reaction.
Yeah.
It's the only way.
Totally valid.
Yeah. So, as I said, I am Mr. Beard. We have Lawrence, CEO, Chairman, Executive Vice President, and
Grandmaster.
Nice. Of the channel. We have Mr. James Bard. Playing the bass. You actually played the bass in our theme tune.
I did.
I played the keys, Lawrence played the spoons. We've got Katie over there, Katie Fode, Jinx, being our production today. And we also have, for the first time here on YouTube, it's Mr. Mike.
Whoa!
That's Meta Mike to you.
Meta Mike.
That's right.
Meta Mike. Yes.
The nickname has been set in stone. We carved it this morning onto the obelisk downstairs.
We did.
And it is true forever. So welcome. You've already graced the presence of our on-demand bosses over on demand.
Yes.
And you have recently joined us. And what are you going to be doing here for us, Mr. Mike?
I am going to be creating some awesome, sort of more competitive or more tactical, perhaps, content to bring the tactics back into the tabletop. So we do have I think Salamander's World Eaters currently on YouTube.
It's available, is it? Yes.
Yes. So you can.
That's a belter of a game.
It is a belter of a game.
Oh wait, you've already been on preview, haven't you?
I have indeed.
It's his first live stream.
This is the first live.
First live. I forgot.
That's quite all right. Clearly you didn't watch that also.
You agree.
But yeah, no, we got some awesome content planned. We've got faction focuses, which are on the way.
A faction focus.
Faction focus.
A faction focus, you say? A new show type.
New show.
Should we give all the nice people a little preview?
Let's do that.
Okay.
Hi there, I'm Meta Mike, and this is Faction Focus Tyranids.
Hell yeah.
Oh.
Hell yeah. Very cool. So this is our new faction focus show, and it's going to be going alongside our Codex reviews.
Yes.
Hot news is that this Saturday is going to be the first faction focus available on demand, as well as the Codex review for Imperial Knights. Why don't you tell us, because obviously that was for the Tyranids.
Yeah.
They didn't look anything like Imperial Knights.
No.
They were in fact Tyranids. Why don't you tell us what we can expect from these new faction focus shows?
Right, well, so obviously we've got the Codex review, which can be kind of your starting point. We'll go through obviously the Codex itself and all of the sort of rules. But then the step beyond is that faction focus. So once you've read your Codex, perhaps you've got an idea of what the army looks like, what all the models are. The faction focus kind of takes you into how would you construct an army? How would you build an army? Maybe out of the models you already own, or perhaps if you're looking to start the army, where should you start? So we'll be taking a look at kind of the different detachments, the options you have available, but also how to build an army. What units are the foundations of the army? What are the essential units? And I'll give you several different options. I'm not going to give you a shopping list of this, and this. So you've got lots of different options for the essential parts of your army. Then we take a look at kind of how would you play the objective. So what units are great for holding, taking, being annoying when it comes to objectives. and then we'll look at obviously destroying enemy units. That is an important part and a fun part of Warhammer.
Crush them.
Destroy.
And then we have at various points during it power plays. Power plays. So these are sort of tabletop examples of situations in a game that might come up, or a wombo combo that could be game deciding or have a significant impact on the game. But the idea is that you'll see these, you'll have them in the back of your mind when you're playing your game, and you'll go, yeah, I did that. that was cool.
I like it.
That was cool. Yeah.
That's very, very exciting. Very exciting times.
Yeah.
Well, you'll be pleased to know that the first super chat of the day from Stream Away is for you specifically.
Oh!
And if you guys want to get involved with today's conversation today and every Wednesday at 5 p.m. British Summer Time until it's Greenwich Mean Time, you can send us a super chat and we will answer your questions right here on the stream. That is a big part of why we do this every week. We want to get back into the community and talk to all of you. But we can't talk to all of you, so that's why I have to do super chats. Right. Stream Away, thank you for the first super chat. Meta Mike, what kind of bread are you?
Yes.
Oh, no, not the bread.
Straight in. Your favorite subject.
Do you need a recap on our previous bread choices?
Well, recap. I mean, this is the first I'm hearing of this.
Oh,
what
okay.
are the bread choices?
I mean, this doesn't. What even is this?
Ironically, the only person who, despite hating it so much, has staked a flag in their bread is Mr. Lawrence's Seeded Sensation.
Well, that's, yeah, because you
Seeded
didn't give me any other
sensation.
options. And then you were like, I'm going to be like herb baguette or something. I don't know, some sort of trendy sourdough, whatever. And I went, I'll be a Hovis.
Any bread. Pick a bread.
Any bread. Let's go
you like
for
bread?
focaccia.
Nice.
Bonjour.
The focaccia bread.
Very nice.
No one's asked me what bread I will be.
That was specifically for Mike.
Yeah, yeah.
What kind of bread would you be?
A brioche roll.
A brioche
Brioche
roll.
roll.
That's a decent
Strong
choice.
Yeah.
Very good, very good. Right, I'm going to do a couple more super chat. Oh my god, they're all coming through now.
Oh,
we're
thank
going to
you,
have
guys.
some super chat breaks, so I'm not going to deal with them right now. Sir Ragu the Third.
Nice.
Just gave a very generous $10 super chat.
Oh, wow,
didn't even say anything.
No.
I think it might be his first super chat.
Speaking of ragu,
Yeah.
focaccia's Italian. Just.
Yes, yeah, because
Well,
you did say
it
bonjour.
was a bit.
And I was a bit confused.
It was a bit.
It was a bit,
I thought it was a
yeah.
bit,
I love
yeah.
it when you have to
Yeah.
explain the joke.
I recognise it.
Dry humour.
We got in trouble for not knowing where capitals were last time.
Arrivederci. And then Izzy the War Master says, hello everyone.
Hello.
Hello to you too, Izzy the War Master. We're going to come back to the rest of the super chats later on. As I said, super chats away if you want to ask us any questions that you have. We'll answer all of them. And I mean all of them. Maybe not all of them, but probably all of them. We're going to quickly talk, we talked about on demand and some stuff that's available there. We're going to quickly go over to our on demand schedule for this week to see what you can get your hands on as an on demand member, which is going to come up on the screen. Oh, there you go, right now. So backstage, James came out on Monday. What was this week's backstage show about?
Well, me, Meta Mike, and Mr. Spider,
Yeah.
we're chatting about how we feel about the codexes in 10th edition. Now we're definitely getting towards the end of the run. What that then means going forward for the rest of the edition, and how we feel about the speed at which we've received these mighty tomes.
Excellent. That's available right now. To
Available right now.
A meaty topic in the end, wasn't it?
It was a very meaty topic. And Fletcher has a very important question about Phil Collins. That's all the context you're getting on that one.
On Tuesday, we released our second league game, which was me versus Katie, Death Guard versus
Hell
Chaos Knight.
yeah.
You can also access our in-depth list analysis for both of those. Wednesday is today, and it is the live stream, which we're doing right now. Tomorrow, we've got Necrons versus Astra Militarum.
Oh, yeah.
Which is a very fun game. You're running Lord Solar Leontus.
And 2 Baneblades.
Never been done.
It's never been done.
It's like 2 slices of bread.
Oh, no.
Sandwich of doom.
Yeah. And then on Saturday, we have our Imperial Knights game available on Freeview right here on YouTube, and also a Codex review, and our very first Meta Mike special faction focus, where you can crush the living essence out of your enemies.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yes.
there it is.
Yes.
There it is. You can join us on demand. You can sign up through our website or on our app. And if you're new, you can do it for a little bit cheaper than you normally would do. Sign up now. Now. That's a big week, actually. For
is.
Big week.
Oh, holy moly. It's also our brand new Imperial Knights army.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, debut. beautiful new army.
it's
We've
very
got
nice.
all more Helverins and Armigers than we've ever had painted before,
Huge
so we
army.
can actually really represent the knights. I can't talk about anything else new that we might have, but if there were new things, we would probably have that too.
Yes.
Isn't that exciting?
Very
exciting.
And that new colour scheme.
It
Nice.
slaps.
Same artist Tapio who did our Chaos Knights. It's
On Monday, we have a little. We'll show them off in the backstage.
Yeah.
It's very exciting.
That's awesome.
See them.
Yeah. The other exciting thing is that they are the former loyalist household,
yeah, that's right.
which our Chaos Knights fell to.
Yeah,
It's very cool.
yeah.
It's very
Building
cool.
up the lore for it. Yeah.
Very cool indeed. Right, we're going to move on to the news. The news is next. We've had the topic of the show, the tots,
No.
which was Mike.
The tots.
Oh,
You
yeah.
were the topic of the show.
On the topic of the show.
You were the tot.
You were the top of the tots.
Yeah.
the tot.
Yeah. Yes. Tots. What's been happening this week? We have had once again a price increase from our good pals at Games Workshop.
From our overlords.
They sent an email to everyone.
Yes.
They put the prices right up.
Yeah.
Up,
About
yeah,
4%.
4%.
Has it
to
actually
them.
kicked in though?
No,
yet.
not
It's
until the
coming soon.
6th of
coming
October.
6th of
Yeah.
October.
They normally say it's coming soon.
Yeah.
You
The
can get
email
your
was
purchases
a
in
friendly reminder, so you
Yeah.
could buy things at today's prices.
now. Yeah.
Because we did go into this in depth we filmed a future backstage episodes.
Well,
Which
Great
will come out on
tangent.
Monday.
Yeah, which come out on Monday,
Which
where we-
is interesting in the context of Imperial Knights as well being a thing.
Yeah.
How now the balance with points going down for a lot of armies, some of your mainstay factions, like your Ultramarines,
Yeah.
are incredibly expensive now to
Yeah.
get a full army, whereas potentially Knights and Custodes, that are smaller model counts, are kind of going up in popular opinion and popularity,
Yeah.
because they're arguably way more accessible.
Yeah.
So we go into all of that on Monday,
Yeah.
which is fascinating, really, because
Yeah.
I think this comes off like a run of consecutive
Yeah,
years
like 4 or
of
5
increases.
years. It's a stinger, guys.
It is a stinger.
It sucks, but it is what it is.
And there are some silver linings that we go in on Monday.
Oh yeah,
It's
there
not
are.
doom and gloom.
Yeah, no, there are definitely not.
You could join Zaman right now and find out all about it on Monday, you lucky ducks. A quick hot take from me on it is that 4%, I know it's been like a few years of 4%, but there's been a lot of companies that have really cranked the prices in the last couple of months, mainly due to the tariffs in the US. Like the PlayStation's PlayStation 5 console has gone up by $50.
Yeah.
There's been a lot going on.
Cameras have rocketed up.
Technology,
Like a
because
third
of the import
slapped
fees.
on.
Yeah.
It's very expensive.
Great stuff.
yeah.
So 4% is 4%, and it's after a few runs, but at least it's not, a third again or $50 more.
Yeah, it could be a lot worse.
It could be worse. More.
Yeah.
$70 more.
Yeah.
$80 more.
Looking at you,
$1,000 more.
$1,000.
I raised you $2,000.
I'm looking at the poor souls in Australia that want
You already had to mortgage a house, having lived in Australia for 6 years, having a mum who is from Australia, having an Australian passport. I can safely say that yes, living in Australia when I had the hobby meant that I couldn't live or eat. That's the tax that you pay for Warhammer in Australia.
drinking
tax.
plastic glue.
And hello to all of our friends in Australia. As far as I'm aware, it's about 2 a.m.
Oof. Well done for tuning in.
Yeah, well done you. Good day,
Good day.
etc.
Nice.
Yeah. Right. The other thing that came up this week from Warcom was an update about Space Marine 2,
Yeah.
the video game.
Yeah.
Speaking of PlayStation 5s and such.
Ooh.
You a Space Marine 2 fan?
Massive,
Oh yeah.
massive space.
Are you crushing people online?
Well, no, not the PvP. I tend to play the PvE. It's a bit more, enjoy that a lot more.
Yeah.
Play with my bros.
Nice.
Some
That's very
Prestige
cool.
4 in there already. So
Prestige 4.
Very nice.
I don't know what that means.
And it looks very exciting. It looks like from the trailer that we might get to pilot a Redemptor.
So
Oh wow, I missed that. Wow,
Yeah,
that's
It
really
was
cool.
like over the shoulder and he's like smashing things.
I think is that not Hellbrute?
No, I think there's a bit when it's behind, like it looks like, because because it showed you like a brief like of loads of things that come in the whole next year. And one of them was like over the shoulder of Redemptor punching something.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, well, we've seen it in action,
Yeah.
but imagine if you can deploy one and you get to control it.
Yeah, there's a PvP where you can be a Hellbrute, so I assume it wouldn't take too much
Exactly,
to
right.
then be a Dreadnought.
Oh, that's cool.
That's really cool.
Pretty
That's
cool.
very
To
cool.
do that, yeah.
I've been waiting a long time as a Salamanders player to get a flamethrower of some type.
Yes.
Because it's in the campaign.
Yeah.
You literally use it. So getting a Pyre Blaster now is going to be very exciting.
Well, you'd also be very pleased to know in patch 2 in Q4 2025, there's a Salamanders cosmetic pack,
Yes,
Ooh,
finally.
wait,
It's
yeah.
not the sniper
Yeah, that was weird.
for some reason.
Yeah.
as well as Blood Angels.
Yes,
Blood is cosmetic pack as well.
And there's a little bit of art, and it actually looks like it might well be a Sanguinary Guard,
Oh,
which
very
is
nice.
very.
oh, that's exciting.
Templars are coming, I think. I think they're all loads of
That's
stuff coming. Looks really good.
dropping tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yeah. So tomorrow we can look forward to a new PvE mission, PvP mode, Hellbrute Onslaught, a new PvP arena, new PvP mode with stratagems, 3 new weapons,
Nice.
Mortis enemy, Chaos Spawn, Majoris.
Yeah, the Chaos Spawn looks pretty wild.
Chaos Spawn. It looks pretty cool, doesn't it?
It looks pretty gnarly.
Better than the current kit.
Yeah.
Chaos Armor Pack, what nice. And then also, Season 2 pass, you get a Black Templars Champion Pack, an Imperial Fist Cosmetic Pack as well.
Nice.
It's all happening.
And then later on, you get Raven Guard Carcharodons, hello!
Wow.
To be fair, they put a lot of effort into making all the
Representing those
cosmetics.
chapters.
So that's
Yeah,
fun.
that's fun. Iron Hands are coming later on, Raptors,
Redacted.
and also a Tech Marine.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be a new class.
That's pretty cool.
That's cool.
Very
I'm
cool.
actually really looking forward to the future Bolt Gun too.
Oh, that'd be
Yeah.
I really enjoy Bolt Gun.
Yeah.
I love Space Marine 2 as well.
I've
but,
already had a couple of messages about the Tech Marine insofar as everyone was wishing, well, that it would be a chaplain.
Yeah, for you.
But instead, cool, we can be a Tech Marine. I guess that's nice too.
I'm not sure how it's going to work though, because
Yeah,
as
it is
soon as they
good.
launch the Tech Marine, everybody's going to play as the Tech Marine.
Yes, yeah.
You can't play as the
play
same in a trio. So
I tell you what, if we can petition now, we can get the powers that be. Allow us to all be the same class. Just allow us to do
Yeah, you
it.
can do it in Smash Brothers. You could have like 8 Kirby's.
Yeah, come on, let us have like 3 Blade Guard all together, like a whole unit.
Yeah.
That'd be really cool.
Oh, imagine a Space Marine in Smash Bros. That'd be cool.
That would be very cool. Ripping Kirby in half.
Mutant!
Yeah.
Very good. Right.
Link's ears off.
Today we had a little lore drop for Darnath Lysander,
boy.
captain of the First Company.
Very nice.
Which we may or may not be seeing quite soon on demand as well. Maybe a little on-demand painting tutorial for Imperial Fists.
Maybe.
Yellow's hard to paint. Fletcher's a good painter. He's a very good teacher.
paint.
If you start to on demand, you can learn how to paint Imperial Fists. And also, recently, they did a little lore drop on Aethon Shan, or Shah.
guy.
The new guy.
The new crow on the block.
like that model.
New Captain Emo. Yeah, he's very, very cool indeed. But we have a little update about the Raven Guard, don't we?
Well, it'd be really, really, really cool if we did have something to like
Would be really
accompany, you
Yeah.
know, something like an Aethon Shan model,
Yeah.
or you know, even like a Shrike
Oh,
model. if we-
look at
It could be really cool. I mean, I don't know. Maybe we should take a look.
Maybe we'll have a little look now. Let's look. Is it working? Yeah.
Oh.
That's the
So-
new sound.
Tell us, where have these Raven Guard come from?
Well, Fletcher and Rick, who's working with us freelance at the moment with Fletcher, they've been busy beavering away in that paint studio. And what we've done is we've actually taken our Obsidian Dragons army, not the entirety of it, because it's actually a huge army that we have. We've taken all of the Phobos components, plus some extra peripherals like, you know, Assault Marines and Vanguard veterans. We have lovingly converted the Vanguard veterans using the Dark Fury stuff from 30k. We may or may not have added characters to the army, and we may or may not now have an absolutely sick, I think it's going to end up being about maybe 4,000 points in the region of Raven Guards.
Big thing.
So yeah, they've done a beautiful job repainting it. It's still in progress, but you can look forward to a Raven Guards army on the channel very, very soon.
That's big news. Very
very
exciting.
cool.
Yeah, our Obsidian Dragons are going to be transformed into a few chaps in the future, potentially.
Yeah, I think we're thinking Iron Hands, and we're hoping for some White Scars, and yeah, we have a Salamanders army
Salamanders
now.
now.
Salamanders we do indeed. Yeah. What's quite exciting as well, actually, is that you kind of asked me for some input on what to put
Yes,
in these armies.
that's
So actually,
right.
we won't just see new armies, but they'll actually be a little bit tuned up.
Yes,
So we know that they
they'll
can
be good for those detachments.
talons.
Right?
Fight.
Which is good.
Yeah.
Very exciting.
Hell yeah. Right, we're going to have a super chat break, everyone.
Okay.
Who's
Nice.
ready for some questions from the community?
Let's
Yes.
do it.
Line.
Is it? Oh, wait, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, sorry. How's the questions from the YouTube community?
There you go,
We spend too much time together. Right. First one is from Elvis1 Iceman.
Ooh.
Nice.
Very
What a
generous
name.
super chat with you, $9.99. Thank you very much. Welcome, Mike. Whole crew is aces. Mr. Spider, question for you. Could you run the Black Templars in a competitive game? Would love to see the tactics you use. Love from North Dakota.
I would love to use them actually. They're right up my street. I mean, I like smashing things with combat armies. So yeah, actually, I don't know why I've never ran the Templars. I think we probably would like to have one more of those new chaplains. wouldn't
Yeah,
we?
we want some more
do it
execrators.
do it justice. But yeah, sure, why not? I'll give that a go.
Nice.
Why not?
Done. You've taken your oath.
Yeah, I've taken my oath.
Very good. Remy Marchant. When can we expect some Old World battle reports? Love you guys. Well, guess what? Soon.
Yeah, real soon.
Yeah.
Real soon. So I've been very busy the last 4 weeks or so, basically updating all of our graphics and titles for it and getting all of the new deployment maps done. And basically there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes to like make the show look how it looks. So I finished that this week. Huzzah! But we also need to like get some models and armies together. So I can reveal, I think I have mentioned this before, certainly to On Demand, but we actually have a Cathay army being painted right now.
Very exciting.
We're working with Cult of Paint on that, so progress is happening. That's going to be done very, very soon.
Already floats my balloon.
Yeah, oh yeah. Does it float your Sky Lantern?
Yes.
That's good because we're getting 2 of those.
Marvelous.
So anyway, going to have a large Cathay army to debut with, but we've also picked up a couple of other armies. I won't reveal what those are. One of them is particularly rare and I think going to be very, very cool. Yeah, that's going to launch within the coming weeks.
Awesome.
Within the coming weeks, and then we'll be doing it weekly,
Very exciting.
yeah.
Just
Weekly.
like this here live stream.
just like this live stream.
Weekly wonderment.
Yeah.
Right, Will Riley of Riley, Tennessee. Just wanted to shout out a big thanks to Mike. My progress in 40k would be dreadful without him. Can't wait to see what he brings to the team.
Well, thank you
A
very much.
former student.
Yes, I recognise the name.
Is he from Riley, Tennessee?
I don't know.
Say yes.
yes, he is. Yes.
Neil Adams. Not that one.
Neil.
Do you think? Wait, no. Neil Adams.
I think you're thinking Neil Young,
or maybe
and
Ryan Adams.
Yeah, you've
Or Neil
basically got like 3 different artists.
Neil Patrick Harris.
Not that one, okay.
Neil Adams asks, do you think that jail lists spoil the fun of playing the game to some degree? Also, Lawrence, is there any update on the Warp Profits? You wipe away my tears.
The Warp Prophets.
I mean, to be fair, thank goodness we didn't have the Warp Prophets because they'd be getting repainted just
Yeah.
like Obsidian Dragons are.
May they rest in peace. So, yeah, there is kind of an update on the Warp Prophets. So, and I'll let you answer the jail lists question.
Okay.
But the Warp Prophets, a lot of the army was built and actually undercoated, including things like Mauler Fiends and Forge Fiends, but they hadn't started the painting process. Fletcher did, as you've seen, like some of you on-demand subscribers would have seen some of like the units. We had like some Chaos Space Marines done. We had Obliterators painted in scheme. Unfortunately, we sort of worked out here on YouTube especially, people really like seeing the chapters and the legions as their colours. That's kind of why we're doing the Obsidian Dragons now as Raven Guard and converting into the other chapters. So what we're doing is those 3 Mauler Fiends, for example, are going to get now added to the Emperor's Children because we don't have any Mauler Fiends. The Forge Fiends will get added to the World Eaters or whatever other legion needs them. And those models are basically going to be added to chapter specific stuff. The hope is what we're doing with the Loyalist stuff, I'm hoping that GW then does some, some cool detachments for things like word bearers and Night Lords. We have a Night Lords army now, thanks to Mike. So what I'm hoping is that we can then get those represented and run the detachments and flavour and theme for those armies, because I just think it's really cool. I'd love to see a really sick word bearers army.
Do you think they're going to do it? Because obviously we've had the recent leaks of the new Raptors, which are very much Night Lords
That's right,
focused. Do you think they're going to do it?
At some point, I reckon.
It'd be pretty cool.
Well, they did Nemesis Claw, killed him.
Yeah, you can't keep releasing all of these units without doing at least some sort of specific thing for them.
Yeah.
I mean, they're kind of doing it with the Guard, aren't they,
Yeah.
as well? You've got the Krieg and you've
They'd
got...
focus on Krieg this time around. I reckon probably next time around it'll be Catachan.
Yeah, maybe they'll re-release the infantry and new sculpt to the infantry, because the heavy weapons and the command squad for the Catachan are fine. They just needed to replace the basic infantry. But you did have a second part of that question, the jail lists.
Yes. Tell us of jail.
Thoughts?
Jail. So I've played my fair share of jail lists.
Yeah.
In fact, I used to play 200 odd Gaunts.
There you go, classic.
And that was quite good. I think it's like a necessary evil.
Yeah.
Because otherwise you get armies that can just do whatever they want. So it's kind of like there's going to be that in the game.
Yeah.
And you kind of, it's almost like knights of some format at your local.
Yeah.
It's always going to have that bad, feels bad moment if you can't deal with it. And it's like, if you're not experienced, you won't be able to deal with that kind of list. And jail lists are very much the same.
Context, isn't it?
Would you call it a gatekeepery list?
Well, yeah, it is.
I would
'cause it
classify it as like a gatekeeper
It
list.
doesn't work against everybody, but obviously...
But it works against enough to stay just...
Exactly. Yeah, but this is why you've got to build kind of like your balanced list, and I do talk about this in the faction focus, is your damage output units that deal with different targets. So how do you make sure that whatever's popular in the meta, what kind of unit types you need to be able to deal with? These are units that are good at like lots of shots, low strength, 1 damage. That's your answer to it. So just make sure you don't lean all in on one thing when you build your lists, because that's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Nice. Wise words.
Very wise.
Wisdom. Blood Demon Painting.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
You guys are awesome, but where is Albedo? Will he make an appearance anytime soon?
The mysterious Albedo. I've never seen... Do you know, so here's a funny thing about that guy. Never seen him in the same room as you.
No.
Isn't that weird?
I don't think we've seen him since we moved.
We've not seen him since we've moved. I heard that he might be making a return at some point. But you know,
I'd
a lot
like
of
to
hearsay.
see Albedo at the head of a Votan army at some point, because there's a detachment. There's a detachment with an enhancement called the Pile Driver.
Yes, that's a good point.
And I feel like that would be perfect.
Yeah,
Nice. I like
yeah, that would be perfect.
I think he'd get really tired doing a whole battle report.
Listen, I'm here for it.
He's got a lot of energy,
well,
that fella.
For it.
They could turn up whenever that character uses the Pile Driver. That would be quite
that's
special.
true.
wouldn't
That
it?
could be quite
The lights
something.
could flash
Like
on
a
and off.
tag in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The lights could flash on and off, and then suddenly
Yeah.
he could appear behind the other player. And
Yeah, for sure.
Pile Driver.
Well, maybe someone in the comments can give a really compelling super chat to have Albedo
Summon
come back.
him.
Yeah. $7 million. Spin it around 3 times and he shall appear. Very good. Thanks, Blood Demon Painting. That's a great question. Omnisire. The Omnisire is here.
Omnisire.
Everyone pay your respects.
Omnisire.
Hello. Have you ever tried Kill Team? I know the chances are rather slim for it to be on the channel, but it's probably my favourite Games Workshop game system. We hear this a lot.
Yeah, we do
wanna
hear
play
it a
it.
lot.
I
You're really
wanna play
super
it.
keen for it. Yeah.
Small games are my vibe.
Yeah.
With that new Deathwatch Kill Team.
I'm back in. I'm all in on that.
Oh, it's very nice.
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it?
The-
I love the Necron Tomb world
It's really cool.
as well. I think that's really cool.
Tomb World boarding action. Now you're
Yeah.
making my tea.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you could incorporate it into some kind of narrative campaign. That would be
Yeah.
like a really cool way to sprinkle a bit of Kill Team,
Yes.
Yeah.
right? And then
Yeah.
expand the
No,
universe
I love
from
it.
there.
Kill Team.
Yeah, we do want to do some mini games in the future. It's just right now, obviously, the focus has been building up, getting Old World ready.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's not impossible.
It's not impossible. Nothing's impossible.
Nothing's
If
impossible.
you dare to
Impossible.
dream, you can eat the moon.
Wow, you can eat the moon?
Yeah.
I thought it was if you shoot for the stars.
Yeah.
It's a different saying, isn't it?
Do you want another?
Moon?
Yeah, shoot for the moon.
Cheese.
Is the moon made of cheese?
The moon is made of cheese.
That
Yeah.
documentary, Wallace and Gromit: A Grand Day Out, did confirm that.
Yeah.
to be
It did,
fair.
yeah.
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 Do you want another inspiring saying?
Please.
Anyone can wet their pants. it takes someone truly enlightened to poop on the ceiling.
What?
Just think about that for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Wonderful.
Am I wrong?
Well,
Wise words. Wise
Well,
words.
I guess if they could reach the ceiling, they would be lighter
Yeah.
and therefore enlightened.
Exactly.
Wow.
Right, let's move on. There's quite a few super chats, so I'm going to delay the news a bit because some of the news this week was a bit boring, actually, quite frankly. So we're going to get stuck in with all of you lovely people in the chat. I'm getting quite sweaty. Darius Styler.
Must have been that enlightenment. Yeah, all that enlightenment.
I wish I was that enlightened. Maybe one day, come to work, smeared over the ceiling, and I'm there. I've done it.
Like a dirty protest.
I've done it. Lawrence, I've done it. You're fired.
Never made help me and don't come back.
Please move on.
Darius Styler. If that's your real name, that's a cool name. That's like a movie name.
It is actually, isn't it?
yeah.
Darius Styler, FBI.
Yeah.
Sorry, I spat on your arm. Question for the table. Will there be more AOS content now that 4th edition has landed? Path to Glory, wink, wink, nudge, nudge? No.
No.
I'm afraid so.
Short answer.
Well, now so we did do it when 4th edition dropped.
Yeah,
so
we
maybe
did,
you missed that. So we do actually have some AOS content on 4th edition. So just go back in the library here on YouTube, and if you're an on-demander, we did a few bat reps as well. But we decided to switch, ultimately focus to Old World, because we worked out we can't cover everything well, and it was unfair to just try and, we always said to the Old World community, we'll pause Old World to cover a bit of 4th edition when it came out. But yeah, ultimately we just got much better feedback from Old World, so that's why we're doing that.
That's what we're doing.
Yeah.
Sticking to our old world.
Yeah.
Sloppy Bile Typer, blessed be his name.
Hello.
Has welcomed you.
Oh, well, thank you.
Bound
With
hyper.
a lovely tune, I hope.
Yeah, great blessings from Sloppy Bile
Speaking
Typer.
of enlightened,
There he is.
Yes.
The enlightened one himself has graced our super chats.
And he poops on the seat.
James Ellis. Hello,
Hello,
James. Hello, you legends already loving the... Ooh, I think I might have had a stroke. Already loving these live streams. What happened to my voice? I'm getting my armies ready to return to the studio. My Templars are one, but should I bring my Quins or my Drakari for my second game?
oh,
It might be cool to see the Drakari.
oh, the Quins.
Blair.
Because we see Quins a bit more regularly here, because I'm sort of banned from playing Drakari, aren't I? So
I am
So-
also, I apologise to James Ellis, because last time we played, that single orc boy was unkillable.
Yes.
And I apologise profusely.
yeah, well, he's coming back for revenge. I think.
Revenge, yes. Cos. Will we see more lower point / model games on demand like 1,000 points or boarding actions? Time constraints mean shorter games are more and more attractive. You've got a point there, Cos.
Yeah.
I will, at the drop of a hat, make boarding action for anyone, but I think it's just been, we're spinning a lot of plates. We've got a lot of cool stuff going on at the moment. So
Yeah.
it's always a case of, yes, we would love to,
Yeah.
I think, is
Yeah.
the truth, but soon TM.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
we can do a 1,500 or a 1,000 point game.
We
It
got
always-
some good feedback when we did the Space Wolves debut.
Yeah,
Really
it's
good
true.
fun now, yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
How do you
Well,
feel
yeah.
about 1,000 point games?
Yeah, I mean, it's cool. Just don't bring 2 knights or something.
I will bring
Apply.
2 nights.
Okay.
John Carter.
Oh, John.
Oh.
Carter.
Nice.
Like the,
Yeah, Dakatari or Rendax.
yeah, that's cool. That's also a cool name.
Yeah, it is.
John Qatar, CIA. You answered my question. The heresy should have stayed as one line on a source book. Thank you for that. But
yeah.
to defend my corner, it put Space Marines so central that it's harder to sell other factions.
Yes, we covered this in a backstage.
Yeah.
He was
Where
saying
are the backstage is available, James?
on demand.
Where can you sign up to On Demand?
On our website.
What community can you join?
Ours.
Our wonderful on-demand community. If you're new here and you don't have an on-demand membership, just check it out. Yeah,
You can also sign up via iOS and Android stores.
yeah,
Yeah,
on the
Download
App
our
Store
app,
or
yeah.
the Google Play Store.
Because you can use a lot of the league features for free.
Yeah,
That's right.
we've
Yeah.
got 7 extra videos this week.
Yeah,
We do.
it's ridiculous.
We do indeed.
Yeah.
Unbelievable,
It's a
Jeff.
lot of content.
And it was an excellent question. It was whether or not the whole Horus Heresy should have just stayed as that line.
It was,
Being
yeah.
like, this is what happened in the past.
Yeah.
Move on with your
You
life.
keep the mystique and the legends, yeah.
Not now 70 plus book series.
It's a lot, isn't it?
It's a lot of books, and it's continuing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's an Imperium here, baby.
Yeah.
But it was a great question. If you want to hear our full discussion on that, it's backstage.
Yeah, the new one is Rogel Dawn and Rabuti Gilliman have an angry chat.
Big old
Yeah.
big old punch up.
Yeah.
Hopefully, maybe.
D Heart 197. Die Heart? Die Hard.
Good film.
D-Bart D.
It's actually De Hurt.
De Hurt. Bringing De Hurt.
You've hurt his feelings.
For the Bard, that's you.
Oh, that's me.
You over there. What change would you like to see in the Dark Angels faction to include detachments and models?
Oh, what change in the Dark Angels faction?
What would you like to see?
What would I like to see?
Yeah.
I would like to see Cypher be in the Dark Angels book.
You dirty boy.
Because what I'd like you to be able to do is run either. You can run the Fallen or you can run the Dark Angels. And Codex Dark Angels is one book. So all the detachments apply because they are all of the same teachings of the Lion.
Yeah.
So they all fight the same. Just some of them are with Luther and some of them are with the Lion.
Ooh.
I think I'd bring the intrigue back into the Dark Angels.
I do like that.
Because I feel a lot of their secrets have been revealed,
Yes.
really. So you could still have like Azrael and Asmodai and all your Dark Angels that all work with the Unforgiven Task Force, with all of your cool stuff. And all the detachments work, but you can then also have Inner Circle Companions and like Hellblasters, but in the black of the first.
Yeah.
Which I think would be super cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
That
And
would be sick.
you're running the Raven Wing.
I am.
League, aren't you?
I am indeed. I'm determined to make it work.
Yeah.
Much to your chagrin.
They're up for a redo next edition.
Oh, I'd love to see
Edition of the bikes, baby.
Yeah.
It's got to be.
Although I will
got
say
to be.
this.
Go on.
If you just stick a wing on the back of an Outrider, we must rise up, Dark Angels fans.
We must poop on the ceiling.
Now you're getting it. That's the spirit, Mike. Yes.
Welcome.
Ragnaros.
Oh,
Ragnaros is here.
Nice.
Our old pal Ragnaros. Jolly good day to one and all. That's a very nice hello. Is the Space Wolf army at 2,000 points yet? When can we expect to see a full list on the board and an army analysis? We've just had completed a couple of Land Raiders.
Yep.
we discussed it in the backstage
Yes.
we filmed this morning.
Wow.
Which is available on Monday.
Yeah.
So yes, it is. They have very much been completed 2,000 points.
Yeah, I think in the next game I'm playing, I'm going to run the Space Wolves.
Yes.
So they're full fighting force. There is more to come with our Space Wolf army
Yeah,
because
we've got
there's
some
lots to do, but we have other projects working on as well, don't we?
Yeah. We've got.
Fletcher has also filmed a painting tutorial on those Space Wolf Land Raiders, which will be dropping whenever I can edit it.
Yes.
Guys, there's so much on-demand content.
So much.
There's so much. Isn't it good?
It's very good.
Wouldn't it be nice if you could... Anyway. And Scari's here. Hello, Scary. Sending
Scary.
much
Hi.
love to the team. Keep being awesome and many regards from Canada.
All right. Nice to hear from you. Thank
Canada.
you. Many regards to you, sir.
Oh,
the great Canadian.
The pipes are calling.
I think the Scary was on the Warhammer live stream.
Yeah, he was
At
streaming.
Nova?
Yeah, he was
wearing a suit.
commentating. Yeah, he was
Very
commentating.
nice.
Yeah.
Scrubs up well, old Scary. Vermonte or Vermont E.
Oh.
Victorious Aut Mortis. Hello. Finally, Raven Guard. Heart eye emoji.
Nice.
I am myself painting Raven Guard. Would really like to share my progress Really, I want to share the progress on
demand video.
Where can someone submit their hobby progress?
Go to tabletoptactics.tv or email hello@tabletoptactics. You can send your
Hello.
hobby progress to Katie at hello@tabletoptactics effectively.
And
That
I
then-
will judge it.
Katie judges it and then sends it to me. And then it ends up in the backstage, which is very cool. And we look at it and just say, wow, that's amazing.
Wow.
And give you lots of plaudits.
Yeah, it's almost
It's great.
It's almost like this live stream is some kind of marketing tool, isn't it? As well as reaching out to you in the YouTube community. Hollow Proof.
Oh.
Hollow Proof. What an ominous name.
I feel spooked.
Your proof is hollow.
Hollow Proof wants to know if we think salamanders will get their own codex and Primarch.
Yes.
Confirmed.
I think the Vulcan's going to come back at some point.
Well, he doesn't die, does he?
He's
No,
perpetual.
he's a perpetual, isn't he?
I think the fists, the white scars, and the little ones will get supplements.
Yes.
Like the days of yore, when you could run Codex supplements, white scars. But Blood Angels, Dark Angels, Black Templars, and Space Wolves will all get codexes.
Yeah, okay.
Because they need to be brought way more condensed.
Not this edition, though.
No, I
You're
presume
assuming
not.
in a future edition.
And this is in my future wish list of things.
Yeah.
I would like to see.
We saw how much they cared with that Vulcan.
Yeah. This is going to change everything. Oh, it's a reprint.
Yeah. Euros Burkic? Ah, I can see why. Awesome to see the whole group as well as a new edition of Meta Mike. Best wishes from Croatia.
Oh, nice.
Best wishes
I
to
can't
you.
pronounce Burkic.
Beautiful country.
Yeah. Have you been?
I've been to Dubrovnik. It's lovely.
Yeah, same. Yeah,
Game
really
of Thrones
beautiful.
is filmed.
Yeah,
Oh,
King's Landing's all Dubrovnik.
yeah, yeah.
You go around the walls and everything.
oh, that sounds
I
very
love
Highly
Does.
recommend it.
Yeah, 10 out of 10.
excellent.
Yeah.
Jim Hamilton, awesome show. See you at the end of the month. Is that a threat?
He's going to an
We
event.
have a,
Coming to the event.
a weekend.
Yeah.
See you after school.
Wait till
Ceilings. Right, Jim. Excellent. Right, a few more before we get back to the normal. DS_Roma. Oh, maybe that is some kind of malware attack.
Yeah, okay.
Possibly.
Could be.
Yeah.
Let's be seeing Mike's Imperial Guard army in a report soon. Victory will surely be inevitable for the mighty Guard.
Yeah, I'm not seeing your Ashman
got a card, haven't
time.
you?
No, they're very cool. Well, you know,
They are very cool.
all of you here are quite big Aliens fans.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Guys, and
Yes.
they're all painted in the clone.
Apart from Fletcher, apparently.
Apart from Fletcher. Let's not. Look,
Fletcher.
I'm not even going to talk about the fact that he thinks Aliens is.
That's why he's not here.
He came in this morning
feel like we
and he
should.
told me, he told me that Aliens is actually a bit naff and that all of the Marines were over the top. That's what he told me.
He literally
I
said-
had an existential crisis. I didn't know
Exact
what to do.
words, Well, the first half is trash.
Yes, that is exactly what he said.
I don't want
I nearly
to.
pooped on the ceiling.
I don't want to throw Fletcher
He
under,
loves
the,
Alien Earth, the series.
under the bus, but he did also go and see the new Top Gun 9 times.
In cinema.
So,
by
you know,
himself.
By himself. So I'm not sure that I can fully trust his film.
That isn't
Well-
an over-exaggeration. He went 9 times.
He went 9
But
times.
funnily enough, actually, my Guard army is both the Colonial Marines and Top Gun.
Oh, that's
because
cool.
I've got 2 Avenger Strike Fighters, which
Nice.
I
Oh,
insist on playing in every
Well, look,
single
I
game.
like Aliens and Top Gun.
Well,
I
there
thought
we
they
go.
were both great.
There we go.
So, yeah, I need to see this army. Has to happen.
Very exciting. Sloppy Bar Piper. By the way, I'm oldie bred.
Touche.
Never fails to
I look forward to
entertain.
meeting Sloppy Bar Piper at some point. Oh, I'm out of focus. Oh no. Maybe I'll come back in focus.
No, you're
Hang on.
fine.
Look in my eye. I'm back. Sorry, my stream's behind yours. John Burkett, my traditional question, can we get an update on the progress with the Discord server? See you find folks in October.
Yeah. So the guys that I work with that run our server basically had a big job come up. The Discord is actually, I'm told, basically ready to launch.
Oh boy.
So if you are an on-demand member, what will happen very soon is a button will be pushed and Discord will be live for members. And that's it. We're going to create channels and discussions. There's going to be tactical faction channels, which are here that you're going to be.
Well, I've got a lot of experience with Discord, so
There's going to be
There
a
we
channel
go,
called
so-
Wisdom of the Ancients.
It's going to be a thing. I'm actually hoping to talk to him this Friday, and if all goes well, then I will be given the green light to launch it.
Friday could be Friday.
I can't promise because they do have this other ongoing project, but what I'm told is that it's ready and that I'm speaking to him on Friday. So
Good grief.
yeah,
Hold on to your Discords.
yeah.
Adrian Smart.
Hello, Adrian.
SMRT. Hello, TT team. I hope you're all well. Will we see a return to Cast of Players in its new form in the near future? I haven't seen Chef around and was wondering. Thank you for all the work you do. So very quickly on Chef. Chef is still here. He works part-time and doesn't work on Wednesdays currently. So you won't see him on the live stream, but he is very much with us.
He is, yeah. In fact, he works on a Saturday where no one else is here. So that's
Crazy
why you see him
times.
even less. One of the days that he is part-time, he can't fill. Yeah, well, funny you should say that, actually. So on Monday, this coming Monday, we're doing a session 0 for the next Cast of Players. I don't have a release date on when it's happening, but I can tell you that we are filming one. And I'm not sure exactly how many episodes it is yet. It's going to be a one-shot, and we have a very... well, we're going to have a special guest. Let's just say that.
cool.
It's going to be a
very cool.
special guest DM of some notoriety.
Yeah,
Yes.
very exciting.
It's very exciting.
A little bit different to what people might expect from Cast of Players.
it is.
Oh, it's
but,
going to be great.
You know,
It's going to be really good.
very
Yeah,
exciting.
It's going to
very
be fun.
exciting.
Yeah.
We can all poop on the ceiling afterwards.
Stop it.
He can't help himself.
The whole channel on the Discord.
Yeah, I've said this happening every Wednesday now, you can't stop me. Vision War Gaming, hi gang and welcome Mike. Is he willing to be added to my TT Infinity Gauntlet?
Oh, what's this? What's this?
Who was that?
He's played all of us.
Oh, it's Matt. Yeah.
Okay. Sounds
Yes.
good.
Yeah. You're going to have to play him. You're going to have to play him now.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have to take your soul.
I'm in. Or you take his soul.
That's right.
Me too.
That's true. Yeah.
He's currently in the shadow realm.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's where he commutes from.
James Ellis, Bard, I still have nightmares about that orc. Curry it is.
I'm very sorry.
Gary is
I
nice.
shall bring dough.
It's quite literally like the Urukai in the Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, his arrows.
Die.
First Legion UK Patriot. Hey, all Stuart here, just dropping in to say, Bard, you stay away from my Helldrake. They are amazing models.
I offended a lot of people on that
completely
video.
agree.
Oh, you put the Helldrake in the bin, didn't you?
Oh yeah, I did.
Yeah.
And the
all the
Exorcist.
flyers.
You just went for every single flyer, and then randomly the
Well,
Exorcist.
I tried to give myself some rules. If I couldn't be like, I'll get rid of this flyer and not this flyer. I was like, if I'm one rule for me, one rule for all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, hey man.
I feel some people also took that video very seriously. They
Yeah,
were like, you're attacking my army and my entire personality. Please never do this again.
I don't think they watched all the way to the end. But I said I don't want to actually remove anything.
Yeah. So no, we wouldn't actually want to remove things. But it
That's
made
Those
an
guys
interesting
actually
discussion.
want to remove termagants.
Yeah, that I agree with wholeheartedly.
That's mean.
It's a fun discussion. I don't think Katie's ever forgiven me for the termagants.
No,
You and half
you're
of
on my
YouTube.
list.
Seven Worlds Minis, submissions of my custom Emperor's Children inbound. That's very exciting. Jason Hoy, friend of the
Ahoy,
channel.
hoy.
Ahoy, Jason
Hey,
Hoy.
ahoy.
Oh,
Jason.
But he's heard that a million times, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yes,
Hoy.
probably.
Yeah.
Sorry, Jason.
So the amount of people who do this to me.
Yeah.
Oh, it's your name. Jason Hoy says, hi guys, just popping in while suit shopping for a wedding.
Oh, nice.
Very nice. Hoping to make it back there for another match this year. Excellent.
man, that'd be cool.
Your
We've got
Death Watch
we've
still
got
on
your
the
Death
shelf.
Watch, yeah.
Looked after them very well.
Yeah, the live stream is great and Mike seems a great fit. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you, Jason
Thank you.
Hoy. Thank you very kindly. Just Jupiter has retracted his message.
That's because he was asking about D&D and then retracted it because we already answered it.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
I thought it was like some kind of mysterious interception.
Rejected.
Yeah.
I should
thank
say
you
though,
for
it's
the
not
super chat
D&D.
regardless.
It's not D&D.
I do. Oh!
Good see.
Not D&D.
It's not D&D.
Supposed to be spilling the beans.
Well, I didn't
Beans
say
are
what it
everywhere.
is. I just said it's not D&D.
All over the scene.
That has got to the end of our super chat session. That was a lot of super. Thank you everyone for the
Thank
super
you,
chats. We're going to be here till about 6 o'clock. So if you've got any more questions or comments or any of your own words of wisdom, lob them in the super chat and I'll try and get to them before the end of today's stream.
Please no poop related ones.
I will poop everywhere and you can't stop me.
We'll have a whole channel for Beard's wisdom.
Yeah. The other bit of news this week on Warcom was season 3 of Blood Bowl.
Yeah.
Not where I
Yeah.
was.
Season 3.
Well, that's another mini game we've been
Hooray.
really curious about. for a long
I'd
time.
love to do Blood Bowl.
Yeah,
It looks
it's been a
really
lot of
fun.
fun.
Blood Bowl Season 3, for anyone that hasn't seen, has
cool.
2 new teams. And of course, I can't find them now because I'm inept. Which is Bretonia and the Tomb Kings.
And the Tomb King.
Very old worldy.
Tomb Kings in Blood Bowl. That's interesting.
It's very cool.
It's quite cool. They are the miniatures make them look a little bit like.
Very cool.
They look very. I mean, it seems a bit obviously very American football, but they're very wide for
Yeah.
Tomb Kings
Yeah.
for Skelly Bobs. But
Yeah.
I think they're really cool.
I think they look like Scooby-Doo villains.
They do a little bit.
They do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I love a bit of Blood Bowl. By all accounts as well, an excellent game.
Yeah.
A lot of people really rave about
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Blood Bowl.
Yeah.
But
I
that's
think
super
the other two, the other 3 loved games, people want more time to return, don't they?
Oh,
Yeah, which would be amazing. But also Man O' War and Battlefleet Gothic.
that'd be very cool.
But you see, Battlefleet Gothic makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Because they've done Imperialis.
Yeah.
And other ones.
Yeah, they could kind of bring back Man O' War now that the old world is in full swing.
Yeah.
So there is a gateway there, but I feel like the superior choice in terms of like selling probably things is Battlefleet Gothic, which is
Yeah.
an absolute banger.
Yeah.
Absolute banger.
Very cool models as well.
Yeah, really cool.
Something very different for people to collect as well, because
Yeah.
there isn't anything like that anymore, is there?
No.
Well, I mean,
They're much cheaper to collect, right?
Yeah,
You can get like
doesn't
a fleet for,
Yeah.
without mortgaging your house. Sort of
as
thing.
far as I know, Imperialis, what's the little one? New Epic.
The
Legiono Titanicus. whatever it is.
Titanicus,
Yeah.
thank you.
very hard to say.
Lots of people seem to really enjoy that game.
Yes.
Great.
I like the idea of just having like fleets and fleets of tanks and stuff.
Well, it's cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
And you could play on like a scaled city, and you could actually still make it like the size of 40k, but you've just got
It's really cool.
masses of trees.
A little knights.
I remember playing Man-O' War a long time ago when I was a kid.
That was also a banger of a game.
Shout out to Charlie Campbell's brother, I think. Or maybe showed me Man-O' War.
Nice.
Good times.
Yeah.
Good times. I think that was actually all of the news, except for, oh no, there is one more bit of news.
No?
One more
But
bit
let
of
me
news.
find it.
Katie's going to find it.
I'm finding
The
it.
last bit of news was very wholesome.
Oh, is this the best?
Very
Warhammer article of all
wholesome
time?
Warcom article about
Da,
the
da, da, da.
JoyToy Imperial Knight action figure that has been to Warhammer World, and the photography and the way they've done it looks like he's had the best time ever. So there's some pictures of him outside in front of the Rhino, which is classic, in front of the statues. He's there looking at the new Space Marine in the lobby. He's looking at the dioramas,
You
which
think
is really
he found an
nice.
assassin?
He
No.
found an assassin.
Unfortunately, it
No
couldn't
one
find
finds the
the
assassin.
Oh, I couldn't find the
Yeah,
assassin.
no one finds the assassin.
Right. Is it a trick?
Oh, someone found the assassin the other day.
Did they take a picture?
Did they?
I think they took a rough picture, but then there were like pictures of Warhammer World staff in the exhibit moving it.
Oh, because someone found it.
Really?
Found it.
Oh.
Was it actually painted?
I don't know.
I've always got this theory like it's just undercoated and it's
Yeah.
like
Primed black.
you can't, it's like
that
in the
paint
shadow
that's
of something.
really
Yeah.
dark.
Oh, yeah.
It absorbs light.
Yeah. Oh, that what was it called? Venter Black or something?
Yeah, the
That
one that's
absorbs
like
light.
absolute
Yeah.
black.
I just really enjoyed this. Like he's been to Bugman's. He's reading the menu.
I like that he's on the throne.
He's on the throne.
My favourite is him looking at himself.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah. It's brilliant.
Whoever at Warcom did this,
Yeah.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
This is exactly the kind of Warhammer content I want to consume.
And I would encourage everyone to go onto Warcom and look at the article because you can win an Imperial Knight JoyToy.
Nice.
It's massive,
Hell,
huge.
yeah.
It's so
I
big.
do like those joy
You get
toys.
the
Yeah.
Really cool.
the
aren't they?
little guy with it.
Yeah, like you get the pilot,
Yeah. The
which
little
is
guy.
the size of a regular JoyToy.
Yeah.
So like this thing, I mean, what are we looking at? I mean, an Imperial Knight's this big, so it's like
Yeah.
this big.
Yeah.
It's huge.
Yeah.
Like a small child.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Yeah, very cool. That was actually a roundup of the news for this week
Very good.
in the world of Warhammer. Slightly lighter bit of a news for a week, but maybe there'll be some new stuff next week which we can talk about. So we're going to be here every Wednesday. Every Wednesday we're going to cover the news. How exciting.
Yeah.
How exciting. for
Which
everyone.
does mean that if they do drop rules updates and stuff, we can do it
Yeah,
live.
absolutely.
Isn't that cool?
And we're going to do our very best to cover all of the Warhammer previews and so on that are going to be happening in the future as well. So you can just be here every week. Join us. And you too can poop on the ceiling. Right, we're going to go through the last week. Hello.
Matthew Kilner, he's not super chatted, but he has left a comment that he's found the assassin twice. It's based black.
It is
He'll
base
sh-
black.
He'll show us when he's back in November.
Okay.
Oh,
You got a picture?
Interesting.
Ah, that's cool. Which assassin was it?
He'll
And
tell
are there
us when
four?
he's back.
Big Bum?
He'll tell us when he's back.
Okay. Look forward to that. Very nice. And
Tell
if
him I look forward to his old world army as well. He'll know what I mean.
we should try and get some guests on for Old World, shouldn't we?
Yeah, we should. Yeah, if you're interested in that, guys. Yeah.
And for everyone who's wondering why everyone's saying, we'll see you in October or November or next week, we do events here at Tabletop Tactics. We do events downstairs in our gaming hall, and you can play games of Warhammer 40,000 with some very excellent people.
Yeah.
You can drink beers.
You can.
You can eat food.
Okay.
You can play Warhammer, and you can have fun
Yeah.
with us.
Yeah. And boards painted, majority painted by Fletcher.
Yeah.
Really cool.
Like our battle report boards.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Very immersive.
Yeah.
Right, I'm going to get into the last few tube chats before we finish for today. Neil Adams is back. If it's Call of Cthulhu, I'm going to guess Mark Meir, aka Commander Shepard, as the Keeper of Arcane Wisdom.
He would be very cool. Yeah. I'm not going to confirm what it is. I don't want to hint.
No.
Can I super chat ourselves?
Oh.
Yes.
One thing it is news, but it was the week before, a couple of weeks ago.
Oh.
How excited are we for Dawn of War?
Oh yeah, we did
yeah.
completely
Hell
didn't
yeah.
skip that over. Yeah.
Big announcement trailer. That's
Yeah.
pretty exciting.
Very,
we have
very
very
cool.
limited details, but it looks
Yes.
very exciting.
Yeah.
The population's supposed to be about 300 in game.
Really?
So you're going to get massive armies.
That's exciting.
That's very exciting.
That's very exciting.
Very cool.
I think they're going kind of like and on the bottom bar will have all of your units. So it's almost like Total War in a way.
Oh, wow, okay.
To go between your units, they're all on the bottom bar.
Very exciting.
It is just via Steam, so it's PC, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it will be PC.
No console.
It's too big for consoles.
Yeah. Zero Max K0. How do everyone? How do?
How do?
How do?
How do?
Maxwell?
Sounds like everyone. Oh, is it Maxwell?
Yeah.
Ah, young Maxwell. Sounds like everyone is doing well, and honestly, if no one makes a poop on the ceiling t-shirt, it would be a travesty. See, Katie, everyone enjoys the poop. Anyways, looking forward to seeing you all next event. Now I'm off to play D&D myself.
Oh, nice.
Enjoy.
We're not playing D&D, but we like you're playing D&D.
What if the t-shirt was "Oh, what a feeling," pooping on the ceiling?
Yeah.
Oh, that's very
And upside
clever.
down Lionel Richie.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's very clever.
D Hart is back. 197. Always talk about poop. Is this the Imperial Fists?
Sorry.
Double funny that was.
Have you besmirched our humble name?
Yes, with our poop.
Clenching in our fists.
Christopher Clayton. Bretonian is interesting since the Imperial nobility from second season were based on the fan Bretonian team. Curious what they'll do with them. Very curious.
That's
Yeah.
very cool.
Very curious. Ragnaros has guessed it. Is a special guest Henry Cavill.
We can't confirm or deny that.
That would be very special indeed.
Phil Henderson, for Bard, Old Man Rogel Dawn is on the way soon to continue the grudge match. He has the Emperor's Talon for his new hand.
Oh.
Talon for his
Amazing.
hand. It's very exciting.
And then finally, this might have been asked, but is Chef still around or has he stepped down? Love all of your work. We have talked about this earlier on actually.
I had to kill him.
There was only enough room for one mic in the building.
One mic remains.
It was Mortal Kombat on this very table.
It was rough to watch.
Yeah.
You pulled his arms off and beat him to death with them.
It was brutal.
Couldn't release the game.
what you must. Yeah.
No, he's not in fact been murdered by Mike. He is just part-time.
Yeah.
He's part-time and he works 3 days a week, including a Saturday.
Yeah, where we don't film on Saturdays, so that's why you see him appear less.
He's on screen less.
But if you are on demand, he's more like he's appeared a lot more on demand. It's just on
Yeah.
YouTube. He's not appeared that
I
often.
played a game with you last week.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
out
yeah.
soon.
Exact amount.
So, yeah.
It's still a major part of the process, editing and
absolutely.
all that stuff.
Yeah.
So.
So very quickly before we finish up, just let's do a bit of hobby update from everyone. Katie Foe, what have you been working on recently?
A Tyrannid Harpy.
Tyrannid Harpy.
Oh, nice.
Go
very
fly.
nice. A big flyer.
Big fly.
Big flappy bug.
Yes.
Nice. What about you, Mr.
I've
Bard?
been working on an Empire of Man army because we have a distinct lack of knights for our Empire of Man army. So
Yeah.
I'm putting that wrong to right.
Excellent. Excellent. What about you, Meta Mike?
Is it Warhammer related hobby? Or...
Be whatever you like.
Well, I'm learning Gwent at the moment. I'm playing
that's
a lot
very
of
cool.
Gwent from
That's
The
very fun.
Witcher. So it's quite
What is
exciting.
Gwent for anyone that doesn't know?
Gwent is a card game that you play in The Witcher video games.
Nice.
So this monster hunter walks into a bar and he says, I'm hankering for a round of Gwent. And then the barman looks at him and goes,
Yeah. And you play
and then
Gwent.
they play card games instead of serving the guests.
Amazing.
Instead of
They
killing
go out of
monsters.
business.
And some of the cards are characters that most people don't know exist yet. So that's fun.
Yes,
Which I
including
enjoy.
Geralt himself.
Yeah.
Yes. I play Geralt.
Yeah, very nice. I play Geralt. I know hobby time is difficult.
I've actually got some bits. So I've got some bits. Yes. Oh, my goodness. You
can see those bits on the map.
I've got some zombies.
Nice.
For the vampire count.
Are you going to play the zombies?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
And I'm also going to do the Blood Knights as well.
Very cool.
So I've set up a
damn.
desk. In fact, the hobby tools arrived today for said desk. Set up a desk at home. I've got some paints at home, so I'm going to do that. So I'm going to do a little old world phase just to flesh out our Skelly Bobs.
Yeah.
And then I would be very keen to probably add some Coven stuff to my Drakari.
Excellent.
And then if that all goes well,
Yeah.
and I haven't gone mad, I would love to do a Dark Elf army from scratch.
Yeah. Very cool. Are you sort of doing a John Wick and like smashing the concrete floor and getting your paints out?
Basically, yeah. It's I'll be knocking off quite a bit of rust.
Yeah.
But I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna
Very
be
exciting. I'm currently rebasing my Skaven for Old World,
Yeah.
which is quite exciting. I've done about 60 rats,
Nice.
good
including
effort.
movement trays.
That's good going.
Thank you very much.
The right base size?
Yes, sir.
on the correct
Got
base
to bring
size.
some of them in today. I won't forget tomorrow.
I already had it covered yesterday.
Got 'em.
I
He's
found
got 'em.
them. I
Sorted
found
me
my
right
stash
out.
of bases.
And aside from that, I've decided I am going to focus after that on my Iron Warriors. Unfortunately, my Imperial Agents are going to remain on the shelf because I just can't even stand to look at them.
Oh no!
It's become quite a toxic relationship.
Oh no! Why?
Is to make some chosen. And ages ago, I said, I wonder if anyone will do dark mech at some point. And I got loads of people. I found loads of those funny, wibbly Blackstone Fortress guys. I'm going to turn them into cultists, my Iron Warriors.
Oh, that's clever.
I need more meat shield.
But what about the solution of brown? You discovered brown.
Yeah,
I did. It's just too much. I literally have about 50 Imperial agents looking at me and it's like, when are you going to paint us? You said you would. You lied. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. The thing with Imperial agents is that I'll get them finished and be like, well, this army sucks to play. Yeah. So, you know. Yeah. So Iron Warriors it is.
I give them 0 metas out of mine.
No,
it's not good, is it? It's not good. It's not good.
No, it's not good.
But what is good is that we're going to be back next week. Thank you to... Oh, so there's one more. Andrew Middlemass. The Middlemass. Apologies for the late question. You are forgiven. But if you were making a 3rd edition style witch hunters list, what sororitas detachment do you think fits best?
Ooh, what sororitas detachment? For 3rd edition witch hunters? I'm not super familiar on all of the
Well, I think there is a witch hunter Imperial agents detachments, like literally the Ordo Hereticus. So it would make sense to,
so wouldn't
run
you
that,
use
I would
that?
think.
Imperial agents, there you go. We've just talked about how great they are.
It is bad though. I'm not going to sugarcoat it.
I can't believe they released the whole codex.
Yeah, it's mad, isn't it? But they kind of needed somewhere for all of that stuff to
I know,
go.
but
One day. Anyway, thank you for joining us here on Tabletop Tactics Warhammer Show live stream. I don't know what it's called actually. Yeah, we're going to be here every Wednesday at 5 p.m. British Summer Time. So join us every week. Set a reminder. Subscribe to us. Notify yourself when we are coming on your screens. And we're very excited to see you next time. That's the end.
Yes.
Very good.
The end. I've run out of words.
Farewell.
See you next week. Bye.